What up, YouTube? It's your boy Q, man. I'm back for another video. Whoa! But what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Q, man. I wanted to do a quick video today on basically buying a lifted truck. And when I say buying a lifted truck, really just from a financial standpoint. And when I mean by financial standpoint, I mean my financial standpoint and why I chose to buy a truck that's already lifted. I know you may hear some people say you shouldn't do that, and there's good reasons behind it, and we'll get into that in a second. So basically, just discuss why I bought my truck already lifted, and basically just from a financial standpoint for myself, because as you may or may not know, lifted trucks and getting a lifted truck is just the components, getting the wheels, tires. It's expensive. So so I'm just gonna explain why I went the route of buying a truck already lifted, as opposed to buying a new vehicle and then buying the parts for it and get it lifted myself. Also, real quick, that I keep posting videos in direction of the channel. What I want the channel to be used for is basically just for as information for people if you're looking to get a lifted truck. You know, some of the things you may come across, or issues, or what it's like to have one, you know, things like that. I want to be a very informative channel for knowledge purpose. I'm not on here recording YouTube videos just to show, oh, my new truck and look at my new truck, and I'm not. No, that's not why I'm doing it. So, because I'm basically doing it just to educate people who may be interested in purchasing a lifted truck, and we'll get into other cars as well, and my girl's Jeep and things like that. So if you're looking to buy these vehicles or something like that, then hey, here's a little insight, our perspective or my perspective on it, what I thought about it, what I like, don't like, things that you may come across. So that's why I want the channel to be used for, basically just to benefit other people who are watching and who are considering going down the paths that I've gone. So with that being said, let's get to the video. Okay, guys, and gals, excuse me. So like I said, I chose to buy my truck already lifted, and some people highly advise against it. And the main reasons being is, one, make sure things are done right when you buy the truck. And when I mean by done right, when you buy the truck yourself and take it to get lifted, technically you're not doing it yourself, but you get to take it to a shop that you want to take it to. So a shop that you choose, you get to pick the lift kit that you want, you get to pick the tires that you want, and the wheels that you want. And that way you kind of know it's done how you want it, as opposed to when you buy it already lifted, like I did, you're basically buying and taking it as to face value for what the dealership has told you. A lot of people, recommend just getting the truck and building it yourself, basically. But with that comes a hefty little price tag. But like I said, each have their pros and cons. I'm just going to personally discuss why I chose to go the route I did, and basically give you a few reasons why I made my decision. So the first reason I chose to buy my truck already lifted, it comes down to financial, man. Finances, really. So basically, I've been comparing it, is basically you can cut your own grass, or you can pay somebody to cut your grass for you. And with that, so you cut your own grass, what's the first thing you do? You got to buy a lawnmower. You have to get a lawnmower, you got to get gas for the lawnmower. And then you got to find time to cut the grass. And if you're in this Texas heat like me, it's hot outside, so you probably don't want to cut your grass. So you probably have to get up early. But if you pay somebody to do it, they bring their own materials, their own supplies, their own gas. They're probably professionals and been doing it a lot longer than you have, so they do a good job at it. I don't know if there's really a good way to cut grass, but just to make my story. So basically, either you're paying somebody else to do the work for you, or you're going to do your work yourself. One's more money, obviously. One's more labor. When I decided to buy the truck lifted, basically for me, the main thing is I put everything into one loan. Instead of going and buying a new truck, talking about myself here, and then having to pay for rims, tires, lift kit, and then a shop to put it on, basically I just went to the shop who already sold them lifted and bought it that way. What I avoided was just multiple loans or credit card payments, anything like that. Now, if you can afford to pay for all the stuff, then hey, please do. But just to give you some quick numbers, and I put it down here, just to give you some quick numbers, on a truck I actually liked. I seen on a YouTube video, and I love the truck. And basically, it's on customoffsets.com, and they basically on their trucks they show you everything they have on the truck, how much it's gonna cost. So for the lift kit, it was a BDS suspension lift kit. Just to give you some numbers how much stuff cost. It was $1,936. All right, $1,930. That's just for the lift kit. Now, if you add in tires, you have to get tires next. So the tires I had on was Toyo Open Country all-terrain tires, which is a great tire. So for set of four, it was $2,155. And then after that was the rims, set of four. The rims was $1,500. They were fuel rims, which is another nice rim, which is why I love the truck and the setup. I believe they were 22-inch rims, but that came out to $5,591 just for those. I mean, just for the for the suspension lift kit, the rims, and the tires. That didn't include installation. So I'm not sure how much it costs to install a lift kit, but let's say $1,000. So even if it's $1,000, you have $6,591. Now, unless you can afford to pay that out of pocket, then hey, please do so. You know, that's fine. But me, fortunately, I could not afford to pay. Put a down deposit on a new truck and then turn around and spend $6,591 in cash to get the necessary requirements for the lift kit. I mean, if I just, like I said, I work 9 to 5 like everybody else. I just couldn't do that. So I chose to go down the route where, hey, basically you're going to get everything into one loan. So instead of me paying the loan and then going back and paying, either a credit card company or another loan company, basically I just consolidated everything into one loan and got my lifted truck. Now with that, of course, I didn't get to pick what I wanted as far as, rims and the lift kit and the tire. Like I said, there's a trade-off. It's the lawn your yard thing. Either you want to do it yourself, spend time and labor doing it, or you have somebody do it for you. It might cost you a little extra money. Basically, for me, financially, it was just an easier decision to just to buy it already lifted. Like I said, everything is just consolidated into one loan, and I believe a lot of dealerships are doing it now. I know I see it a lot in Texas. You drive by and can see dealerships with lifted trucks, and these are not trading. These are new trucks that they're actually sending them to get lifted and come back and they're selling them. And I mean, it just basically puts everything into one loan. Just kind of makes life easy. Other than that, you just have to, like I said, unless you can afford, $6,500 up front, you're gonna have to probably find another means, a way of paying for that. And so not only are you paying for your new car, new truck, you're also paying for those other components as well. My second reason for buying my truck already lifted was for me just time, just the stress of finding the lift kit you want. And then once you find your lift kit, hey, does the lift kit fit my truck? Then after you find out, okay, yeah, it does fit my truck, now you got to find tires. What tires do you want? There's tons of tires brand out there, and you start looking and you hear about the top brand and you realize, hey, you can't afford that. So then you go look for something else. And say after you find your tires, then you have to go get the rims. Well, maybe the rims you want don't fit the tires that you have. And so it was just a lot that goes into it, those three big things. So for me, it was just easier to go ahead and get everything done. I'm new with this lifted truck thing. I don't know anyone who owns one personally, so I didn't have any direction guidance. So I was like, hey, I can buy this truck lifted now, and I can always go back, and as I learn more, swap the components out of the truck. I can easily go change the tires, I can change the lift kit or the rims if I want to. So you can always do that as I continue to learn more about the lift kit, lifted truck arena, I guess you want to say. So that was the second reason why I chose to go ahead and buy a lifted. Just less stress on myself, not to worry about, does this fit, will this fit, finding the shop, just those small headaches that you have to go through with getting a lift kit. I mean, unless you're someone who's really, I ain't gonna say really, but know a way around trucks and things like that, then I'm pretty sure, hey, more power to you. This isn't to buying a truck and lifting it yourself. I'm just basically talking about why I chose to buy it already lifted. The third thing I want to talk about is why I chose to go ahead and buy this truck lifted was the shipping and waiting. So as you know, when you buy one, my last points, buying the lift kit, the wheels and the rims, it don't just pop up at your door. You have to wait for it. So just going through that waiting process of waiting for the shipping, for things to come, and waiting for the tires, and then waiting for the rims. I have seen videos where people talk about, man, you know, I'm just waiting on my lift kit. Okay, I got the lift kit. Man, I'm waiting on the tires. Or then I'm waiting on the rims. And then, God forbid, if you get the rims and something is cracking wrong, you got to send it back. So just avoid the whole waiting process. I'm very impatient. I'm sorry. But, you know, I just wanted to avoid that whole waiting process regarding that, you know, make sure everything was here and shipped on time. And I just want to finish this video up with, like I said, so when you go buy a truck that's already lifted, the most important thing is you make sure you do your research. Research on the dealer, research, ask them, hey, what lift kit is on this truck, what kind of tires is on this truck, what the rims are, you know, how many miles, things like that. Do your research on the dealership and the vehicle you're buying. For me, the dealership I bought it from, go back and check out my first video, or second or third video, when I bought my dream truck. There's a video, short footage of the dealer I bought it from. So the dealership I bought it from, they've been doing lifted trucks for, it was like 10, 15 years. That's what they do. They lift trucks. They only sell lifted trucks. So it was a trusted dealer that I can trust and know they've been doing it for a long time, in the business for a long time. So I knew they knew what they were doing with it. Second thing, I asked about the tires. And once I asked about the tires, I knew there's a mud terrain and all terrain. One's gonna be a little louder than the other. So I asked him, and he told me they were mud terrain tires. So I Googled the tires. He told me the tires. So I Googled and read the reviews. And I was like, okay, you know, let's try this out and see. The tires eventually have to be replaced. So if I want to replace the tires after they're done, then I can just replace the tires. But I did do my research, and the reviews weren't too bad. And so I was like, hey, let's give it a try and see. Also, I asked about the lift kit. Hey, what kind of lift kit you put on there? And, you know, it says Rough Country. So I researched Rough Country, and, you know, if you do or do not know, Rough Country is considered one of the more affordable lift kits, but they have been around for 40, 50, 60 years doing lift kits. But they've been doing lift kits for 20 plus years, I'm sure. So another trusted manufacturer of the lift kit. So like I said, in the future, if I don't like the Rough Country lift kit, I can go switch it out. So I did my research before I just went and bought the vehicle, and I chose Ford. There's going to be another video coming about that. But along with Ford, why I picked the Ford, because Ford is the reliability. They build trucks. They are a truck. That's what they do. Trucks is Ford. So do your research. Do your research. Do your research. Like I said, this video isn't to anyone who buys a truck and then lift it themselves. Like I said, ideally that's what you would like to do, because you get to choose your parts, your lift kit, your tires, take it to somebody you trust, and that way you know you done it, you get it done how you want. So kudos to those people as well. Again, this is just my thought process and why I chose to go the route I did when I bought my truck. That's about wrap this video up, guys. Again, that's the reason I chose to buy a truck that was already lifted. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe for more content coming soon. If you got something bad to say, you know we say about the people got something bad to say, don't say it at all. And actually, I want to start something here. I'm thinking about just a little catchphrase I've been trying to work on as I'm constantly working on my channel. You know, just people who have something negative to say about someone else's property, whether it's clothes, shoes, car, whatever, hairstyle, you know. I kind of want to come up with this thing, and I think I'm going to start saying it. And I said it actually on a few other people YouTube comments when I see people talk negative. I'm just going to, you know, and it's going to be, well, that's why it's not yours. You know, so it's not yours, so don't worry about it. Just less negativity, man, and just, you know, let people live their lives how they want to. You know, if they go buy a pair of shoes that they like, or change their hair, or buy a car that they love, and things like that, you know, don't criticize them for it. Now, I'm not saying go make bad decisions that's going to put you in a financial, you know, debt or anything like that, but, you know, hey, let people live their lives, man. At the end of the day, you only get one life to live, so more positivity, less negativity, all right? We're trying to increase the peace. All right, man, y'all have a good one. We'll catch y'all on the next one.